It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Saints, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 42 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Costello. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Costello. Throw left side complete. That's Thompson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Off play action. Costello. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down. Costello. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Mahomes now to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He's got a man. complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big play there for KC. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Tackled by A.J. Epinesa.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he gets it down to the 32.
52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Hunt. Space to run past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Costello. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Costello. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Touchdown, New Orleans! Mecole Hardman. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 96 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a play fake here on first down. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Costello on the slant. He's got Hardman. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Costello. Flushed out right. He's got it complete to Thompson. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2nd and 7. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. operating from the gun. Costello, and he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jalen Reagor, as the first half is winding down, and the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Mahomes now on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And got his man complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Set him back 5. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Kamara.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Costello taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to throw. Costello. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Devontae Adams there to make the grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. He's going to try and do this himself. And here's Kamara on the read option. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello steps away to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Saints have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it will tie our game here in the 3rd. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flushed out right. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Boyd. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Butker now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. To throw on second down, Costello. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Gosh, this game's felt a bit weird all along the whole way through, and no better play maybe exemplifies that weirdness than that safety right there.
Partner, you've got a tie game and time running out. You've got to be ultra careful down on that end of the field, and this could very well be the play that decides this football game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw it here. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Back to throw. Finding room to the 20. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Kamara trying again. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And that moves them back 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.